Welcome back. This is 2 Minutes with Rich Hanlin, and today we're going to touch on a quick topic: listening and the long game. I used to underestimate listening. 36 years in, I'd call it essential. Uh, Good morning. My name is Rich Hanlin here, and today I want to talk about listening. Real listening means absorbing what someone is actually saying, including what they're not saying out loud. This one rarely pays off on the timeline you want it to, which is exactly why most people abandon it too soon. Uh, in 36 years, this is a lesson that comes home around more than once. The clients who trusted me the most weren't the ones I talked at. They were the ones I let finish fully before I offered a solution. So many times we try and outguess the person on the other end of the phone, and I'm guilty of that. 36 years in, I've heard it all, and I always know what direction we're going. I used to do it with my wife, I do it with my sons. It became a bad habit. I didn't realize I was doing it till somebody pointed it out and said, "Hey, could you just listen?" Because somebody might be bringing information to you, and what you thought the direction they were going is a complete different direction. It's just they didn't know how to communicate it quite yet. And had you just listened, you would have known that. So listening is an incredible attribute that I've had to learn. People can feel the difference between being heard and being handled. Oh boy, they sure can. And it changes everything about whether they trust you. So play the long game here. The people who don't quit on this are the ones still standing in 10 years. So here's my challenge for you today. In your next conversation, let the other person finish completely and ask one more question than you normally would. I'm going to say it a different way. What I have found effective is eye contact if you can. If you're on the phone, reiterate the question. Hey, if I'm hearing you right, it sounds like you're asking me this. Two things: it shows you're listening and you're reaffirming what it is you think you're hearing. And it's also a great segue for them to say, no, 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 that's not what I meant. I actually meant this. And quite honestly, this is great for any relationship. Your marriage, your kids, anybody, is to take a back step and do your best to listen, and try not to react so quickly. All right, that's it for today. Tell me in the comments. I read every one of them, and I will see you tomorrow. Love to hear your take. Have a good day.